All right. Okay, so we have to go to put it in our website, it's tongrenStation.com or whatever. So because today is a very important day, so we have to clear, we're going to change the history. So you can see what is going on in here. So the people, of course, they think we are joking, no joking. So you can see what is going on in here. So then after the bioelectricity study, that is on the one is the coincidence, the change. So I don't know what year you graduated from Northeastern.
UMass.
UMass.
91.
91, yes. Then about 92. So about 90, yeah, it's right. Then 92 because we are on the 1073 Hancock Street on the second floor. So we are going to do teaching the 2-hour class. So one woman is a school teacher, suddenly have a sciatica pain. Then no needle over there, all the needle is not sterilized. I said, okay, I put it on the paper, then draw a picture of it. He said, oh my God, my pain is gone. So that is our Tong Ren beginning from. So on the same day, after one more year, then I do the seminar in your original office. The old one, not in Norway, not the Washington Street.
Yes.
No, before that.
Yeah, 164, that was our first.
Yeah, then I just say, no, and before also. And with Mark Nicholas there, then I do the seminar, and one guy, the barbershop, the guy, Michael, I remember, he lost 7 pounds.
Yeah.
You remember, I said, so, use a paper, use a doll, the needle is so difficult. I brought the big doll, they put the needle on the doll, but the people get healed. Then, this is what we begin and use a hammer. I think it's 1993, we begin the hammer, because Dr. Xi in 1992, 1991 I have the hammer, 92 he went to China, then more hammer coming. So that is the beginning, the new study is which one we now, we call the Tong Ren therapy. So the Tong Ren therapy, we only based it on Dr. Carl Jung's theory, collective unconscious. So the collective unconscious now is more than 30 years already. And now our Tong Ren Healing is use the door as the pawn, as the mind guiding, then to healing people. Of course, on the 1990, so many people, include the doctors, then all the science, medicine, all the website beginning to attack us, criticize us, or even though try to send me to the board 5 times already. So, of course, on the beginning, everything new, the people are against the new stuff, or they can call the neurophobia. Though the people are afraid, we are going up, but we never give up. So we are beginning to have the class in the 1073 Hancock also. That is 24 years ago. Last month, February, 24 years ago, the first patient is referred by Dr. Mark Nicola, Dr. Nicola. So that is Mary. Mary was have the lung cancer. Then she said, don't tell me no chemo, no surgery. I said, hey, I don't know who you are. Then you do whatever you like. After the surgery, the cancer spread on the lung. Then she cried, and daughter Jane crying in our class. I said, okay. Then we have about 11 or 12 students. They say, around it. Then we bang the door. When we bang the door, the cancer disappeared. But we may she last 20 years until the doctor killed her. Yeah, so the lung cancer content is our beginning. On the beginning, we call the guinea pig class. Then later, Dr. Daly said, guinea pig, the name is no good. They got healing. I said, whatever. In our mind, still thinking the guinea pig. So the guinea pig in our mind already too deep. Even though in our pamphlet, we say all time, Tong Ren guinea pig class. So, but whatever. So that is the beginning. So the Tong Ren, because we can do it on the long distance now, the Tong Ren is the beginning popular. So we are went to a few times to Italy. So you can see in Italy, medical school and the hospital use it. So many doctors come to study. So we are beginning worldwide. So not just say in Quincy, in Boston, no. In Europe, in Asia, so many countries, how many people we have already. So that is our beginning. Then in our practice, so many students, so each year, at that time, beginning each year, we have 4 classes, Tong Ren classes, to train them a year. So it's 3 months, then until the COVID comes, then we are stuck. So how many people we have already split out? So, but lately in our practice, use the bioelectricity or use the mind, the Tong Ren, but some cases we still cannot do. So because not everything is the biochemical or bioelectricity, that is the people who have the Lou Gehrig disease come. So the Lou Gehrig disease not joined in Chinatown before that, and we have failed. So we have 2 Lou Gehrig disease. So one is an electrician, one is a lawyer. We can help, but not get rid of them. So they kind of bioelectricity to use on the Lou Gehrig have a hard time. So Lou Gehrig disease is belong to the MND. So what is mean by MND? MND is a motor neuron disease. So the motor neuron disease, the number 1 is the Lou Gehrig, ALS. Or in Europe, called the ASL, same thing, Lou Gehrig. No, that's ALS, whatever. So we have a hard time. Then we have the patient come and say, on that kind of Lou Gehrig disease, we have a hard time to heal it. They must miss something. Then we are thinking. So what on the MND, what they miss? So lately we found out their miss is the Biophoton. So that the motor neuron, they don't need the bioelectricity. Of course, the cell need the energy. But more important, that the motor neuron, they need the biophoton. So that is what we miss, the biophoton. Then I'm studying biophoton. So this means putting the sunshine go to your neuron. So technically, then the doctor, a lot of research, use a biophoton machine. You can buy it. The biophoton machine now we found out is $100,000 to $200,000 to buy the machine. Do they work? Good question. They work, but what is their percentage? That is more important than percentage. You pray God work. You pray the Buddha work. You whatever suggestion power work. But what is your percentage? They should let the people know what is your percentage. In fact, almost 40 years ago, we already used the photon, the biophoton machine. That is the guy, the name Armin, you remember. He went into Germany for the 2 machines. One is called the color code. So what is meant by color code? In fact, the color code is the biophoton. So the photon, different frequency of the photon go to your body for different problem. We bought one color code machine on that time. Another called the Indomel. Indomel is $6,000. On that time, 40 years ago, $6,000 you can buy a studio already. So I said, wow, push a button, then you hear everything. You can see the introduction, advertising, they're perfect. But the introduction, advertising, and the real is two different stories. So we bought it, on that time, we bought a free machine and Indomel. One is for Michael and his sister. And one is for Jane, who the guy, friend, Messina. You remember Messina? So one is for them, one is for Michael, another, one is for us. We use it for a few years. The result is zero. Not help at all. Then I said, how can we push a button to make a fortune, make all the money keep coming? They are not good. So this is my beginning in my dream coming. Someday I go to make a machine, push a button to make a fortune. But not make a fortune, the money now. What is going on is to make a fortune of the healing result. So now our fortune is coming true. So because we need the science. So long time we are beginning to use the biophoton already. Then lately we have the ultraflare, whatever, all they are not work in my office. But advertising or introduction, they're working perfect. So that is their business. But then lately I just say, if the biophoton, so why nobody use a biophoton to heal the MND, motor neuron disease? Very strange. So you go then I say, okay, check it on the internet. Internet, they say that the ALS, no any medicine can heal so far. So this means that is a garbage. So I just said, okay, let me to use the biophoton. But the biophoton, how can you put it the light to your brain? So the ALS, another thing is the Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is belong to the MND. So not only Alzheimer's, but the two major, so far all the research try to find the answer. But their basis is not on the biophoton. Their research always focus on the chemical. So logically, on the study, they say they need the biophoton while you give me the chemical. So what does mean the biophoton? So like the plant, the flower, the plant. The plant does not say tell you we have enough water. What the plant need? Photon, the sunlight. So they call the photosynthesis. So they need the sunshine, but I give you a water, and I give you something else. So that is, how can they grow? So in the brain, same thing. So in your brain, on the motor neuron, they need the sunshine. But every day I go to the sun, how come they not heal? Cannot help me. Because you go to the sun is go only on your skin, and not going deep. So how can you go deep? So you cannot use the old way. So an old way is we call the physics. We call it the Newton's classical physics. So on Newton's classical physics, any biophoton machine they can put the light on your skin. So, but the light on the skin not go to your brain, not go to inside your body. So, I just say, okay, we have the easy one, but then I think on the double slit experiment on the quantum physics. The quantum physics, they just do it on the photon, the light. How can the mind change the light? So the mind can change the light. We call it on the study from Thomas Young. Thomas Young then do the double slit. This means the mind can change the light. Quantum physics. So the mind changes the light, then they call the observation effect. So observation effect, then when you look, everything changes. Especially the light change. Not just say, you look in my pocket, the money fly to your pocket. No. We call it what we call micro and macro. The particle can change, but the big one, the money, the gold, whatever, cannot be changed. So that is one is Einstein's quantum physics. One is a Newton's. So one is the micro, one is the macro. On the micro, you can change the light. You can change the particle. So they kind of change, we call that entanglement. But the entanglement is two-phase match. Entangle. Or in the brain, we can entangle. So we can call the brainwave entrainment. Same thing. So they kind of entangle, that is but the source of the power is from observation. But where the observation comes from the mind. So the mind, we call the consciousness. So the consciousness, the lens can change the particle, can change the light. So nobody can argue because it's a science study. So we just say, can our mind, our collective unconsciousness, can they entangle the photon, go to your neuron? Why not? So that is what our study. So the mind, so we are using the mind to change. Mind change the particle. Mind change the biophoton. So that is from observation effect.
You use a black marker, you can't see them.
Yeah, charge $5 more. So, okay, that is a double slit experiment. So one particle that of the light, the photon, can on the same time the one pass the both slit. They call it the double slit experiment. But the mind can change it. But if you not put the mind, they cannot go both sides. Only go to one side. So this on the double slit. So you go to do a little bit homework about the double slit experiment. So how is the double slit experiment? It is a very, very important book. Some people take my book. Yeah, that is in my book also. So you can see what is in my book say the double slit. Or go to the Google because we need the knowledge. So if you believe or you can understand the double slit experiment might change the mass, might change the photon, then we can use the mind to put the photon go into to your brain or go into to your motor neuron. But the people say, can they go to the nerve? Yes, all the nerve is formed by the neuron. So this means your nerve, in fact, the nerve can pass the biophoton also. So because usually our phone, the first phone is has a signal by the wire, the metal. And lately they not use the wire, they use the what? Optic fiber optic.
Cable.
So the cable fiber optic can pass the signal much more faster. So, but now they use what the cell phone beginning. They use a quantum computer. Quantum computer, this means you type it in here, don't need the cable, don't need the wave. They already can receive the signal. So that is the quantum physics. So on the quantum physics, suggest in our class to check the cartoon Dr. Quantum. Dr. Quantum in Chinese, in English, in all different kinds of language. So what is the Dr. Quantum in the cartoon? I hope you guys go to do the homework. So check it, then you can understand more. Might change the mass. So when the mind change the mass, then we just say, okay, put the photon to your brain, to your nerve, then your body can heal. So that is the beginning. So on the last year, almost 1 year already, so the guy we have won Bulgarian disease, John. So he already proved by the Mass Journal, the doctor, the neurologist say, no more wheelchair, no more crutch. How many miles he jogged now? 3 miles jogging now. So the doctor say, we have the video tape also. Then the doctor barely say, John, you're no more Lou Gehrig disease. Then lately we have 6 people on the Lou Gehrig disease. I said, okay, let me do the biophoton. What happened? 6 people, I think about 10 minutes, you can see the result, 10 minutes. So not just say, oh, you take the pill, go home waiting for a few months, then no. 10 minutes. Why? Because we charge the biophoton to the motor neuron. You know how to charge your cell phone. Do you know how to charge your phone here? So why is the photon more cheaper than the electricity now? So that is our basis of the biophoton healing. All right, any question on the internet?
Asking if you could use a projector. They can't see your whiteboard.
Okay. Because do the homework is more important, the homework. So number 1, check it the Dr. Quantum. Only 5 minutes, the cartoon, see what they say. So they're going to prove our theory. So lately, then it's the photon. Photon, now they can use the LED. So the LED is the easy one. So LED, in fact, the LED, the light, it is a photon. So the photon, but this photon can entangle to your body. Then your body, we call the you light up my life again. True, right? Yeah. Any question in here? So, in the West, now in the mainstream medicine, all the research, they have the biophoton. But so many people try to use the light. But only the fact is that you use the light, how you put it to the body. So the way we put it on the body is a completely different or separate than theirs. Because they still follow the Newton's classical physics. But we use the quantum physics. Might change the light, might change the mass. So there's a bit different than everything. So far, a lot of people say, oh, how much you sell? Their machine is 100 to 200,000. How much do we sell now? 30 bucks. No, 30 bucks. to beat the 100,000. So I don't know what you say. Because a lot of people use it already. So not just say now we are talking, no. And one more thing is on the last, yesterday, Saturday, our second patient with diabetes 1. Yesterday, the diabetes 1, I just say, okay, I am that is Michelle McDonald's son, Michelle McDonald. So I just say, okay, you have the type 1 diabetes. Then I say, put the line on the pancreas. So yesterday, he come back. He said the diabetes significant drop, the blood sugar. But another one is Chris, working here. Then I say, Chris, put it here, then going home, then now it's already 1 month. The insulin cut half, 50% the insulin for the diabetes 1. But we do not do the study on diabetes 2. Your diabetes 2. But your blood sugar is now it's 90 or 100. Around 100. But it's from 300 drop down to 100 now. Yeah, that is a quiz.
I'm not the best one to tell the story, our details really. But when you first made the tornado, and then you gave it to her during her class to work on Nicole, who has ALS in Lyon, France. And this is what happens here. Tom creates, and it's to get used right away. And can you tell? It was phenomenal, the change that Nicole had.
Photon light onto the computer, and Nicole was used it for 3-4 minutes, and suddenly she could move her neck, which she couldn't move both back and forwards, and it just changed her eyes, changed her tongue, which was really problematic. You just don't get the slide is not. So a lot of it quickly changed all of those aspects of it. And she's doing much better. And one of it is slowly start to be able to walk, so it's going to take some time.
Yeah, there's one of the Lou Gehrig disease in French.
Yeah.
So they have a good result also. So
Is this one the same as these?
yeah.
It is the same?
Yes. No cheaper either.
How do you use the flashlight on the phone?
The people try to use any of the light. So any kind of light, we have the light in here. So if we go to outside, we have the sun in outside, we have the light inside, or you can use the facial. Then they use the light. They have too many light. So you can use your cell phone. You get so many light. LED is cheap. But one thing is, then you use your cell phone. You use the light at home, or you use whatever. Question number 1: do you rely on the entanglement? So that is the key. So not just say, I have the light, I put the light, you are my sunshine. No, how can you go into my body? So the technique and the theory is, how can the light go to your body? So on the double slit experiment, the double slit experiment is a slit. Double slit experiment is shooting the particle go to the slit, but they on the same time they go to both sides. So you have the why they go to both sides. Only the thing is they put the lens. on the side observation. So if you, without the observation, doesn't matter what kind of light you use. So you can use any kind of light. But ours, the basic theory is on the observation. So on the observation, how can you know you on the observation on the double slit experiment, they use the lens. So our light or our lens completely different, not just I bought it in the market. Because the observation effect in this the lens and this clip is different. Why? Because we not only have the light. Light is a photon, but we put a piece of the tungsten. So the tungsten is what? Graviton. So we have the photon, graviton. Also, we have one piece of the piezo ceramic. So piezo ceramic, this that produce the electron. So you can look at so simple, so easy. In fact, we have 3 different types of the particle. So 3 different kinds of particle is the electron, photon, and graviton. So that is a bit different. But on the very beginning studying, we use the cell phone. But on the beginning, our cell phone is not used on the photon. It's used recording for the observation effect. Not only the observation, and also the past, what you call it, the symbol. So there's another name on it. So it's a completely 2 all different, look simple. Yeah, entropy, yeah. An entropy effect. So, but they can try to use the cell phone, the light, see what happens. Not the same story at all.
How long should you keep the light on each point?
Not each point. On the last, on February 22, Friday or 23, and Christina sitting there 2 hours.
It's online right now.
Yes, 2 hours. She and her mom sitting there 2 hours. All my pain disappeared. So, and another one, sometimes the people use it for 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Say, wow, my pain is gone. So, for the waist loss, how many minutes? 10 minutes. 10 minutes, how many inches? First, 3 inches. And the first 5-10 minutes. You remember you are the 10 minutes in 5 inches. So another one I did on Anita, 15 minutes, except 15 minutes, 4 inches. So then the people you sitting here until we close. Until 7 o'clock, they say I go home, then 5.5 inches. You remember the first day? So some people use 2 hours, some people I don't know longer how you use.
All the time. I mean, I just put it, I use one every single day, but then on patients, it's used wherever I want. And when I put the mask on, I usually put it via all different places.
Yes. So on the photon, another thing, the photon, when we talking the MND, motor neuron disease, include the memory. The memory include the dementia or the Alzheimer or the memory loss. Then we put it on the clip. The clip is on the glass. So if you put it on the glass, you can feel, number one, open is the sinus, then the eye, then the whole face, or the memory come back also. So that is that a lot of people now begin to put in here. But here you go to outside the light, not inside, because inside still some people may bother the eyeball. So put it outside, then they already go into the whole sinus, eye, memory also.
What the other points, does it matter the light out or the light in?
Out and in not important because on the entanglement, they can go to anywhere. On that kind of entanglement, it's no time, no space. So even though we do it on the phone, we can send the particle back to China also. So that is no time. So that is on the quantum physics. On the quantum physics, I wrote the book, the Tong Ren Quantum Healing. But the quantum healing, because we have a very, very good foundation of the mind. So the foundation of our mind is the Tong Ren, the collective unconscious. So that the collective unconscious completely support what we believe and what we practice for what we have. So on the observation, okay, you need the mind, but our mind is not, I focus on them, the collective unconscious already into to the lens. Because the lens can store it and record the signal. Why? Because on a model studying the water. So the water can change the shape, can change the energy, the water. So the water is a crystal. Our lens is a crystal. So that kind of crystal can change the energy. So that is different. You just say, oh, I go to buy the big one. No, not on that way. But they need the observation effect. They need the collective unconsciousness on the mind. So that is what kind of different. So, and we use the clip for the weight loss, weight loss, not weight loss. Then the people tell you, oh, they put in here. That is so far about 75 people do it already. The effective rate is 98%. Only one girl is no effect. The girl is from Connecticut. So last, no matter what we do, only one, no result. But all of them is from 1 to 5 inches. I mean immediately during the class. So not going home, oh yeah, I eat, no eat, you know. So you lost 9 inches now. Now 21 days.
Yes.
21 days, no exercise, no diet, no supplement. 9 inches. You are 5 inches. Yeah, and you are 2 inches. And you are 2 inches. Why I remember you are 3 inches? Why I remember?
Because you don't have Alzheimer's.
No. We charge $20.
That's right.
I remember how much you owe me. I owe you. You lost 4 inches. Then you drop down to the 31 to 27. You are 28. You are the 29. Today 28. So we remember all of them. Why? Because this kind of studying is succeed. 98%. Drop.
Where should it be placed for weight balance?
Yeah, here, pancreas.
Pancreas?
Mm-hmm.
Around kidney 22?
I think kidney 22 around that area, you know, especially there, the pain there, you can find no pain, just put it kidney 22, stomach 21 area, or the liver 13, liver 14, the same area. All right, more questions because
Not really related, but when is your young family's high chi book coming out?
From who? Because my last Tai Chi book, you know who took it? Nick from Canada. Nick from Canada took my last book. I said, there's a last copy. He said, I don't care. They took it. Yeah, in the future, I go to make it a plan about the Tai Chi. And we have one more, Chris. Yeah, you can come here. You get a salary. You should say something good.
Sorry, I'm just supposed to be.
In fact, you are more than a month already. You use a clip for diabetes 1.
I use this.
Because the second one comes is Michael. It's Michael, McDonald. Michelle's son. So yesterday he come and say his blood sugar drop also. Type 1.
Right.
So what's your story, sir?
So when I first started coming to Tom, he tried a few different devices on me. The one thing I noticed in all of these times is that when I go down, when he uses the machine, and even if I take a little bit of insulin, the blood sugar goes almost right down, but it doesn't go straight down, and I don't feel it. It happened in 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. Whereas if I took the proper amount of insulin, like a full-on bolus for food, it would take 45 minutes for that blood sugar to reach that target. This happened in 7 or 8 minutes, and I didn't feel a thing. It went from, I think it was 196 to 170 in 6 minutes, and I didn't feel a thing. And then it kept going down from 170, and it stayed at this 150, and it stayed there almost all day. After 4 or 5 hours, usually I have to turn off my pump if I'm here longer than 4 or 5 hours because my blood sugar, just wants to drop. So it's almost like the energy, the chi is like smart chi, and it's working with my insulin on whatever level where it's not so abrupt. So and even I've also noticed a lot of blood sugars that creep up. I don't have the same feeling as that. I don't know who's ever felt high blood sugar, but your muscles get really tight, you're really thirsty. I don't have those symptoms anymore. I don't have the low blood sugar symptoms. I don't have the thirst that comes along with high blood sugar. And if I'm not around the device, I don't sweat and get cold. But if I don't have a device around, sure enough, I feel the blood sugar go down. I feel the sweat, and I feel, it's weird, I feel alone. I feel alone when I feel these feelings again, because I know that I felt other feelings, you know what I mean? So it's like, whoa, I'm back to this old space again. No,
You're usually cut down 50%.
So my overnight insulin, and I've been, given a couple updates, I've had problems with my overnight. So I made a few changes on a diet, but I was able to, with the clip, cut my overnight insulin, my background insulin, by 50%. So these things will work.
Now you get more sorry, don't worry.
Pay it back.
Of course, people wonder how can you pay the actor like this, but you lost 9 inches. Then I don't know with your mom lost 2 inches. What they say, only the clip. But of course we have another machine called the tornado. So the 2 things. So Chris says, okay, make me entangle this clip. Not just say I go to the order in the market, put it on. No. Then entangle. So because the quantum physics is no time, no space. So even though you entangle, then our machine is 24/7 is on. So they still carry the signal. So carry the kind of signal, then the biophoton still functioning. So keep filling up your brain. So another thing, the people like to put it in the front is easy for the memory, sinus, eye, or for so many things also. So that is easy. Or you can easily, put in here, nobody pay attention, So that is the difference. The people say, I just put any line. No. They cut the line must, if you want on the quantum physics, must on the observation effect and the entanglement. So if you know observation effect or on the entanglement, that is not the basis of the quantum physics. Because so many people now in the whole country, the whole world, so many quantum healing. So, Chopper, what is the Deepak Chopra is the first one, long time talking about the quantum healing. But only one thing, you just say the quantum healing, but do you have the major part? This means that the observation effect or the entanglement. If you do not have the two basic things, that is not the quantum healing. So now a lot of people try to sell you the stone, put some mineral inside. Oh, this is a quantum. Come on. So the quantum might change the mass. Quantum physics is the realism.
And so it doesn't matter the origin of the disease, right? If you were in a car accident, had trauma, or you had COVID, so it's a virus, or you had chemical response from doing drugs.
No, different kind of disease have a different kind of failure. For example, the people have the MND. So if the people have the Alzheimer or the people have a leukemia, if we use a chemical acupuncture marks up, that don't really help. Because that is the neuron problem, they not need the chemical or stimulate. They need is the biophoton. But again, after the next, we will go to talking about the tumor. What the tumor needs. We'll get one more question.
3 questions.
3 questions, I want one more.
What is the best way to use the machines for a group? There are some people that treat groups.
What's the best? What?
Best way to use the machine for a group.
Collect money first. It's true. Like I do the weight loss, that nobody pays so far, 75 people. So only the thing is, number one, you must set up your station. Like you have on the computer, you must have your website. So you set up your station. Then like the radio station, then you can have more radio that people can listen. So we have another thing, we have on the corner is our station also. So the kind of the station you can entangle. Then you can use this matter, no limit on the group. Because that is a quantum physics. Like you in Boston, one radio station, you can have 1 million of the radio. So that is the best way. But in another thing, in the class, we have all different kind of device. But we will talk on the device a little bit later.
What is the difference between clip and a tornado? What if they have the old clip? Does it need to be updated?
The tornado, later we will talk on the tornado and the clip also. Yeah.
What about entanglement? If it's entangled once, do you need to, is it entangled forever, or do you need to re-entangle?
I think one time is enough, but you can, each time they can pay more money. So when they entangle, that is a basic, this is more than 30 years ago when I studied the quantum physics. They say When the two particles entangle, no matter how far they separate, they forever connect. So that is a two-dimensional story on the what is it, University or what? In Europe. Huh? Holland. So no matter how far the two dimensions separate, their energy still connect. So that is called the entangle. So not just say, oh, each time you come here, like you fill up the gasoline. No, fill one time, lifetime they can use until they shut off or that another machine is broke. But our office, all the machine is 24/7. We never stop. I think we take a little bit break, then come back at 3 o'clock. Then we are ready to practice. And another theory about the Biophoton. So how is the Biophoton working on the cancer? Because now we working in the Tong Ren Healing system, the beginning is the autoimmune system by the bioelectricity. Now is another MND is by the photon. Now we will talk in the cancer, they need the Biophoton.